you don't ever quit. Quit is not a word that I use. I don't quit. I don't stop. I don't throw the towel in. I don't give up. Overcome whatever challenges are in front of you, whatever obstacles you have in front of you. You know, they may seem somewhat insurmountable right now, but if you put one foot in front of the other and every day you wake up, forcing yourself to get better and just saying, I'm not going to give up, I'm not going to quit, I'm not going to stop, I'm going to make this happen. And you know, it's like they say, when there's a will, there's a way. You find a way, you make a way. Adversity causes some men to break and others to break record. You know, if you fight through adversity and you don't break, you come out better on the other side, and not quitting and not stopping, you know, because ultimately the pain of any injury will go away. It will subside, will get better. But, you know, if you quit in the moment when that pain is great and, you know, overwhelming to some extent, then you're always going to regret it. You're always going to give up. And if you quit, the next time it's going to get easier to quit. And then the next time will be even easier to quit. The easiest option is to quit. And that's in life in general. It's very easy to just say, you know what, I've got some walls built up. I've got, you know, this or that I'm dealing with. I'm going to work through this. I'm going to find a way to make this all happen. And ultimately I did. I was able to break through all these barriers. So in 2011, I had won every single contest that I entered in 2011. You know, the Arnold World's Strongest Man, every other thing I did, I won. And I was kind of on top of the world, you know, at that point. And then in 2012 at the Arnold Classic, I detached my left bicep, came back from that, and then I managed to get a really bad pinched nerve in my left arm as well that made me lose function of my left hand. And so, you know, I really had to fight very hard to come back from 2012 into 2013. And, you know, it definitely made me question what was I doing? Why was I trying to do it? How was I going to come back from that stuff? And, you know, that was, if there was a turning point, that was a turning point. And I was able to come back from all of that stuff and win.
It's the ultimate title, the ultimate alpha male title out there. It's just so overwhelming and just amazing to hold such a bit.
And I've dreamed about it since I was a child, watching it on TV as a kid. It's an ambition I've always had, and then to actually go and hold the title is just it's a very surreal. Eat, sleep, train, repeat, strongman. It was 365 days a year. You know, I was seeing my family for an hour a week. It was getting to the point where my marriage was breaking down. So I needed that title to cure all those problems. The 500 kilo deadlift was the most dangerous thing I've ever done in my life, and probably the most dangerous feat of strength that's ever been achieved. The repercussions of that were bleeding out of my eyes, my ears, my nose. I lost my sight for a few days after. You know, I literally had a bruised back for about 2 weeks. It was a big, big risk. You know, I was lucky not to end up in a wheelchair off the back of that.
I always do it. There's a lot of naysayers out there. There's a lot of people that say you can't do something, and I'm one of those people that if you say you can't do something, I'll go and do it. You know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can't do that, I'll go and do it. And I don't mean it in a spiteful, I told you so way, but I mean it in a way of you can do things. If you put your heart and soul to things, you can achieve amazing things, and that's exactly what I did. I dedicated my life to one title, and I achieved it.
Dream about since a child, and you know, I always said it. You either see me on that first place spot at World's Strongest Man, or I've died trying. And that was pretty much the case. You know, I was willing to give my life to achieve that title.
A lot to me. Like you said, it's been a long journey. I placed before that 6 times on the podium, 3 times third and 3 times second. So to come this year finally on the top, you know, it means a lot to me. It's been a hell of a work. I still want to become better. It's not like the fight is just gone. If anything, I'm even hungrier now to become even better, because you know I wanna show the world that I am the strongest man in the world, no matter what. Well, you have to enjoy the journey. If you enjoy the journey, then you become successful.
A lot of people in today's day and age have a lot of anxiety and depression. And they look at what other people are doing on social media and they sometimes feel bad about themselves. Were you ever in a spot in your life where you doubted yourself? Were you ever in a spot in your life where you had some anxiety, depression, those kinds of things?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Last year wasn't the best year for me. I had a lot of anxiety. I was probably depressed, and you know, but I used it as a motivation. You know, sometimes when life doesn't go as you want, sometimes life hits you hard, and you just have to use it as a motivation, and that's what I did. I want to just become better, and I use it as a motivation. Believe in yourself, never have doubts, set yourself goals and go for it, kill it.
In the history of the world, there have been strong men, and interesting enough, it didn't matter how civilized we became, we always admired power.